Recently, I bought this wheelbarrow that's already got holes in it and also lots of cement. So I whack it up and clean it up and spray painted it. Where I want it to go is this area of my garden that I really want to work on. But before I do that... Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. I want to clear out this area first because I need to plant some pepino. So this is Solano moricatum, which is a member of the potato family, and they are very easy to grow and produce fruit readily. So the fruit tastes like cucumber, melon-like striped fruit that turns yellow when it's ripe. So delicious with ice cream or add them to fruit salad. So I haven't had this before, so I would really love to try this. But first, before I could work on my succulent garden here, I need to plant this in. And the ideal spot that I can find is this corner here. So I've got two of them. So I'm going to plant one here where that sempervivum is, and also another spot here. And this is my little walkway here, which I need to clear out. So first, I'm going to have to remove all of this, clean that up so I can put my pepino in. Now, doesn't that look beautiful on that spot? Now, I need to clear out this area here first. This is euphorbia. So we're gonna chop you up. We still got some small ones there. Now I can even see some of my ionium that's hiding there. So now I'm gonna put this one up here. I can't clean this area up without removing all this plant and putting it in the wheelbarrow. And so the wheelbarrow needs to have some holes. So I'm just gonna drill a few holes. Okay, that's now plenty enough holes. So now I'm just gonna put some soil mix. Before I start prettifying this area, it's best to have a before and after shot. So this is the before shot. I've got some struggling imbricata and also some sempervivum, and I've got some acacia ponds here and sedum and other garden variety plants. Over there I've got a pot of rhododendron with Echeveria apis, and also a pot of, that one is Supreme. They will be gone because they are going to be replaced with something else. Also a little messy area here. We will transform this area hopefully into something good. I better get on with the job and start cracking because I have to cook dinner soon. Hubby is hungry, so I have half an hour to do this. I can't do it all, but at least I can start putting some plants in that wheelbarrow. What sort of soil do I put in this wheelbarrow? I'm putting a combination of all-purpose potting mix and also mulch, because I don't want to put any rocks or anything or granite on this wheelbarrow. Is just going to be mainly for growing and also for good drainage. So mulch is a perfect medium to use for this one. And this is the difference between the mulch and the potting mix. So the one on the left, the mulch, doesn't have that much organic matter in it, whereas the one on the right hand side is basically mulch that they put some organic matter and also a little bit of sand. So can you see the sand on the right here? All those white little bits, those are sand, and that one is no sand. So we're gonna mix this all in. So So the first bit, I've got my soil level up, and what I like to do is put something very special that I've been hanging on or holding on to for a while. So this big amphora, which is just gonna sit on top here, and I still wanna put something on this one later on top of it. So but for now, this is the basis of my wheelbarrow. So I would really like to do like a layer look for this one. So I think that would look great as a base for whatever I'm gonna put on top of this one later on. And I've got all this room all around where I can plant my succulents. So first I'll harvest all the succulents that are here. Oh, I got even a violet queen here. Let's take that one out first. And we'll put it here. Now sempervivum, I'm gonna leave that there, but I mainly want all these echeverias. And also the sedum, I've got plenty of this, so I don't need to transplant this. I'm just gonna chuck that out. So I'm gonna take the Bronze Delight. There you go. Just that one, and there's a little baby something, and I think that's a sedum. We'll remove that because I want to put some other sedum here. I don't want that sedum. Let's put you in that corner. So it's just a matter of putting them all over the place. There's no rhyme or reason, whatever you feel like. It's a matter of just picking and transplanting, because in the end, if I don't like the outcome or the look, I can easily move them around. There's no drama. They're quite easy to transplant and replant somewhere else. And all the flower or the stem of the flower has to be removed. Well, most of it anyway. And we just dig it up. There you go. Clean it up a little bit because you don't have to, but it's better if you clean it up. And since I'm doing this video, I'm gonna clean this up later on when I finish. So for now, I'm just gonna plant this in, just make sure I don't have any sedum, but if there is, I can easily remove it later on anyway. So I just put that there, and then I'll remove some that's sort of sticking out, that's sort of even rotting because there's too much water. And there you go, fill that up. And anything that sort of needs to pop out, it will pop out. But anyway, that is good for now. That will just thicken up and cover this area anyway in a matter of like 6 months. So far that's what it looks like. And this one, the last bit from the ground, might as well remove that and put it there. Oops, mosquito is biting me now, so not that one. I have to break that off and just stick it in, and that's fine. And also my imbricata that's in the ground here, these ones I did not plant. I just removed them from the front. That's when people were sort of admiring them too much and taking it with them. So I just pulled out a whole heap and then stuck it here, and then now it has rooted. So anyway, so they just see, look, that's not even planted in the ground. So it's just the edge of it started growing roots. But this one is sort of semi-frost hardy. When it gets colder than -4, they do freeze up, get affected by the frost, and becomes ugly. And it takes them a whole spring and summer to recover again. So I need to put it here in this corner here where they are sort of protected. So this side of the wheelbarrow is protected. And if you see those trees there, so that will protect it as well during winter. It will keep it nice and warm, just like a nice cushy blanket. So imbricata, since they are bigger plants, I'm gonna put them all around. There you go. Now you get to have some soil on you. And so I'm just gonna pluck some more here in the bottom, which is the same story. You can see it's even growing roots. I mean weeds, not roots. There's roots, plenty of roots. They don't take much. That's why it's not growing very big as well, because it's only got limited amount of nutrients. So now, this one now I can maybe put it around. Okay, we reverse it. This one's even got a baby. How about that? Look at that. So the plant itself will find its own way of surviving, and the only way we could kill them is if we pamper them too much. We have to leave them alone. This one now has got the roots sort of extended on the side there. I'm not even going to break it off. I'm going to leave it and plant this in deep enough so I can still plant something on top. There you go. Go in, baby. There you go. That's it. Now if there's leaves falling off like that, just throw it in the back somewhere or underneath. Hopefully that will grow. So now I'm getting eaten by the mosquito, so I have to go inside and cook dinner for hubby, and we're gonna continue this tomorrow. 24 hours later. This is what's happening. So I need to continue cleaning up this area. So I've already cleaned up all the weeds on this part here, so I just need to do all of that and also move that pot over there over onto the other side over there behind the little king parrot. We got little king parrot here that I've already installed, so well, wired up basically. And then this area now I have to clean this all up and remove all those pots. And so now I think instead of talking, I better get on with the job. Superwoman. There you go. Now I'm panting. Now this pot has got some Echeveria apis planted on this area here. I don't really want this facing that way, so I'm gonna face it opposite to chase the morning sun, because the afternoon sun is sort of dappled. And this area here now, I'm just gonna level this and slide it in. Don't know if it's gonna fit, but how about that? It's like made to measure with a slight twisting. There you go. Okay, there you go. So I think that looks really nice, and also rhododendron doesn't really like too much sun, so partial sun is good. Morning sun from behind me, but so actually morning sun from this way, and that way on the opposite side is afternoon sun. It's all protected from this area here. And the beauty of having it in this pot here now, I can move this around wherever I want to. And now this one, I have achieved the purpose of blocking this area from the street so nobody can see what sort of treasures I've got on this area here. So let's go have a look from the other side. So that is the rhododendron over there, and then it's sort of when you're walking or someone's walking from the street there, all they could see is the rhododendron. They won't be able to see this wheelbarrow here that's full of succulents, although I'm just planting common succulents on this one. So this saves people jumping in over in my garden and getting the succulents, which has happened in the past. Now this spot here now, I'm gonna clear this out, and I already removed the roses that was there. I just pulled it out because I don't really want any roses growing in here. I prefer this agapanthus. This is a mini agapanthus, so there's a few of them growing over there. The seeds have dropped and now growing, so maybe another year and that area would be half as thick as this one. It's now taken over half an hour just to clear this out now, and I put that Y log, that one there, sexy. So I have to tie that log still to that other log because the other log is secured with a star picket in the bottom, but that one is just sitting there. And I made my clematis climb over it, so I'm just guiding it to sort of cover this area. And now I've got an open spot to put a few bits and pieces of logs. underneath that, and I've trimmed off my bottle brush here, and now it has opened up a lot of possibilities for planting frost-sensitive plants like these Ioniums here. So now I decided to put all my Ionium in this corner. Also clear out a few bits and pieces of pots and whatever's in there. Trim off some more branches of down here and clean out the whole area. I'll just show you the process of utilizing whatever I've got. So on the bottom here, I'm just gonna take this log here. Take this broken log. And I'm thinking, so my amphora, I think it's called an amphora, that big pot there. And I'm just wondering, I want to hang a little fairy over on this log here. And this log has got like a boomerang. And I think it would look good if, over the other way, there you go. And just hang this off, something like that. Hang on a bit more. Now, see over there, I think that looks so much better. I don't know, but to me I like the natural progression of these bits and pieces of rocks and logs and whatever I've got in the garden, utilizing whatever I have. I am contemplating as to what I'm going to do next. So I want to finish off my wheelbarrow here, so I'm just setting everything up. So now this one here, I need to secure this one, and also this log. See, it's just all, hello. Basically, it's a boomerang. Boomerang. So that goes over there like that, because it looks good as a sash, and it needs to support this other one here. And this one is just something, it's just like a piece of wood that's been burnt from the woods. I've already had this for a while, and I put some plants, cactus I think before, over in my cactus area, but that died. Now I want to put it here, but I want to secure it. So to secure, because eventually this one's going to fall off, there you go, with the use of my magic wire. I'm gonna tie this all up, but guesstimate, hang on, straighten this wire, because I'm reusing wires here. I don't like wasting things. So there you go. Okay, just twisting, twist and not shout. Okay, so that's secure. And this one now, to secure this bit here, I'm just gonna adjust that. Well, adjust you. Oh, I don't wanna break it. There you go. So all I'm gonna do with this one is drill a hole through. There you go. That's sort of secure now, but so it will stop it from going this way, and that one's not going to go anywhere. And also I got this pot here of Supreme. I think this is Supreme or Lady Grey, one of the two. But anyway, I have another pot of, so this one has got Echeveria Yamatoren here, a pot of Yamatoren, where a seed grew from this ivy here. And I thought this is a perfect plant to put here. And I am going to let the ivy crawl up here. Encourage it to crawl up there, because I think that actually would look much better. Let it wrap itself around these logs, so that way that would also keep it in place, and then also that way I can still move it and tuck it all underneath. Now up the top here, what I want to do is put this pot that sort of a baby version of the big amphora that I have there. So this is like a baby amphora. I already drilled a hole inside, if you can see. So the idea is to have it on top of that. And how am I going to secure it? I'm using these two nuts to put it through. So I'm going to do something that tie up into here. So I need to use something big enough or long enough to go over inside there. So which means I'm gonna need to cut this in half. Now, so this one now, I'm gonna use that one, that end there. This is just to secure this pot on top. So we've got one. So if you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, and one of the holes gonna go here like that. The big one is drainage. Well, I suppose they're all gonna be drainage anyway, but that one's gonna go over there like so and wrap it around there. And then the other one, I'll do the same thing. We tie a little loopy thing on this one and we feed it through. So that way, now I've got 2 wires, and I'll sit it on top, and we are going to secure that one, go around, make it so it's like even. So once secure, I just need to do the other one. So now that's done, I want to put a succulent in it. So I'm going to be using this Echeveria far pillar. So I'm just going to take this out, and you can see that's already been planted in some pots. I put some soil. I'm just putting straight, simple, standard potting mix. No grits, no fancy stuff, because this one has got thin leaves. Any plant or succulent or Echeveria that's got thin leaves likes a lot of water. And especially the pot is quite small for it. So we put, there you go. Any soil that drops there, we can always hose it down, so it's not a problem. There you go, and that's it for that one. And if you remember, I got 4 holes in that pot, and the reason for that is because I want to put this flower. This is solar light little flower thing, so hopefully I can find my way through the hole. But if not, we're gonna have come on, go. Yes, I got the hole, so now it's all secure. Spread this one out. It looks a bit funny with having such a high clearance or shaft, but eventually that far pillar will grow and that will cover it up. So, but for now, that looks fantastic, I think. So this area is still not finished. I will eventually get around to doing that. It's now been 20 days ago, to be exact, since I last worked in this area. Look at the pepino. Look, I got some fruit. Look how big they are now. So this one, I actually got 2 plants, as you've seen earlier. Luckily I did that because that one is producing fruit, but the other one on this side here doesn't have any fruit at all yet. It's got some flowers but no fruit. So I wonder if there is a male and a female. But this area now, this is what it looks like. I haven't been able to work on it because of my arm injury. I have just been putting all these pots here to get it ready to be installed all around here. But for now, I just let them acclimatize in this new area. My little log here, I already planted this rhombophyllum, but I might still change that. So I just can't think of a plant I want to put in there for now. And all these crassulas and anacampseros is also flowering. They will all go in this area. But for now, this is what it looks like. And this has become quite a cozy little spot. I've actually installed this bamboo that I've grown and dried and stitched up myself with wire. And this has provided a nice little privacy screen for this spot. I could still see people walking by, but it sort of acts as a deterrent because people can't see what's going on the opposite side. And of course, this area is not going to be done in one day. I still have to get in there and clean this up. In future videos, we are going to be seeing the progress as this whole area transform into hopefully a beautiful succulent garden that will be low maintenance. Thank you so much for watching and hope I'll see you on the next video. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?